Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for today's vinyasa class. We're going to focus on hamstrings and leg strength. So hamstrings and quads, and we'll do some core, some obliques as well. So let's get started in a child's pose. Big toes together to touch, knees as wide as a mat, sinking your hips on your heels, and then just lengthen out the arms towards the front of the mat, giving yourself a nice stretch all through the back, starting to open up the hips. And maybe you rock your head from side to side, giving your forehead a little massage. And just take a few deep breaths here, starting to really ground yourself, connecting with your breath and with your body. And slowly start to peel the hips off of our heels, coming into a tabletop pose. So our knees are below the hips and our wrists are below the shoulders. As we inhale, push the entire body forward, and as you exhale, create circles here. Circles or figure eights, really just using this opportunity to make any movements that feel comfortable for your body today. If it feels good to go through some cat-cows, maybe you go through some cat-cows. If it feels good just to stay in child's pose a little bit longer, feel free to stay in child's pose. Maybe you add your head and neck into the movements. Really just connecting with your body, seeing how you feel today. If you were going a certain direction, you can reverse the direction now. Just lubricating the spine, creating movement between the vertebrae. And then slowly we start to come back to stillness, back to tabletop pose. As we inhale, let's bring the left foot straight behind us. Now you can either stay here, or if it's available, bring the right arm towards the front. Your lower belly is in and up. Finding your balance here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunching it in the middle. Inhale, find length. Exhale, crunch it in. One more big inhale, finding that length. Exhale, crunch it in. This time we inhale, lengthening, and exhale, ground only the right hand. Now shift your right foot out towards the right side. As we inhale, left arm reaches up for a modified side plank. Then as you exhale, tap the toes on the earth and really stretch the top arm towards the front, creating a little arch with your body, giving yourself a nice stretch on the entire left side body. Now you can stay here or take a big inhale and exhale, elbow to knee, crunching it in the middle, working the obliques. We big inhale, lengthening, big exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, crunch it in. This time we inhale, find length. Exhale, ground the toes, and then slowly sit your sit bones back onto the earth. It's okay if you come off your mat a little bit, don't be shy. Just make sure that your right foot is at your inner thigh. Take a big inhale, bring both arms out and up. And exhale, fold forward over that left foot, over the left leg. Just starting to find length in the hamstrings, stretching them out. And when you stretch here, it's more important to find that length in the spine so you're actually hinging from the hips. And then the last thing you do when you can't go any further is to then round the spine. We don't want to create a rounded spine straight off of the beginning. You'll miss the benefits. So first, make sure that you find that length in the spine straight and then hinging forward. And then letting yourself round down. So breathe here. Then take an inhale, finding that length again in the spine. Exhale, slowly releasing, grounding the hands towards the front of the mat, flipping back over into tabletop pose. And we take an inhale, the right leg comes straight behind us this time. And then you can stay here or the left arm reaches towards the front. Lower belly is in and up. Finding your balance here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunching it in the middle. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in. This time we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ground only the left hand. Left foot pivots out towards the left side. As we inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky for this modified side plank. And then as you exhale, tap the toes on the earth and reach that top arm towards the front, creating an arch with the side body, giving that nice side body stretch. Now you can either stay here or take a big inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, crunching it in the middle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in. This time we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap the toes on the earth and slowly start to ground the sit bones on the earth. It's okay if you come off your mat. We inhale, reaching both arms out and up. And exhale, hinging first from the hips and then rounding down. Stretching those hamstrings, breathing into it. Inhale, find length. Exhale, slowly release, flipping back into tabletop pose. Now, spread your fingers as wide as you can here. Tuck the toes and then lift the hips for downward facing dog. If this is your first downward facing dog, even if it's not, just find movement here. Get comfortable with this pose. Maybe you sway your hips from side to side. Maybe you pedal out your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Then slowly walk the feet towards the hands, placing them directly behind the wrists. Bend your knees as much as you need to, letting your upper body hang heavy. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe you shake your head no. Nod your head yes, releasing any tension that may be in the head and neck. Then hold on to opposite elbow with opposite hand and sway from side to side for ragdoll pose. Coming back to stillness, we release the hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to here. And very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, start to roll up to standing. Letting the last thing to come up be the shoulders. As we inhale, we roll the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, back and down. Now let's reverse it. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and up. And exhale, forward and down. Stepping to the front of the mat, all four corners of the feet are grounded. Contract your pelvic floor. Lower belly's in and up, opening up the chest, palms facing forward, elongating through the spine, crown of the head reaching towards the sky. And this very active mountain pose. Let's take a big inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, leading with the heart. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, ground the hands, stepping back into plank. Option to lower the knees here. Let's take a big inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths in downward facing dog. Then inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hinging at the hips, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, this time hinging forward, zipping it through the middle. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, ground the hands, stepping back into plank. Option to lower the knees, take a big inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, opening up the hips to the right. Now create circles here, create movement with the foot, with the ankle, with the knee, just really opening up that hip. Then inhale, coming back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, then step the foot between the hands. Grounding the back knee, untucking the toes. Maybe you find some movement here, really opening up the hips. Then coming back to center, we inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, twist to the right over that right leg. Now, sending energy in both directions that the hands are going. We take a big inhale, lengthening the front leg, coming back to center. Exhale, fold forward over that front leg. Half splits. Breathe here. So same concept as before. Keeping the length in the spine as you fold forward, and then letting the last thing to be is rounding the spine. So that we really stretch out those hamstrings. Now take a big inhale, slowly walking the hands forward, coming into this low lunge, opening up the heart and chest. Then exhale, lengthen that front leg, fold forward. Inhale, bend the front knee, opening up the heart. Exhale, lengthen and fold. One more time. As we inhale, we bend deep into the front knee, opening the heart space. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Now this time, let's inhale, bend the front knee, untuck the toes or tuck the toes, lift the back knee, and then slowly walk your hands towards the inside of that front foot. Now you'll have to pivot the feet so that we come into Skandasana pose, flying monkey pose. And there's many variations here. You can keep your hips high for high Skandasana, or if it's available, see if you can start to sink your hips towards that front heel. Now the front heel can be either all the way down, or if the heel up is what's available to you, you may stay there. Just really feeling the stretch in the inner thigh. And you can stay here, or you can bring your hands to heart center, finding this balance. Now wherever you are, let's use the strength in the legs as we take a big inhale, slowly lifting up. and then exhale over towards the opposite side, Skandasana. So again, we can be in high Skandasana with the hips higher, or if lowering the hips is available, see if you can lower your hips. Option to bring the hands to heart center. Let's take a big inhale here, really lengthening out the inner thigh. Exhale, ground the hands, and then start to walk them to frame that back foot. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Let's take a big inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, twist to the left over that left leg. Big inhale, reaching the arms up, this time lengthening the front knee. And exhale, folding forward. So again, finding length in the spine, hinging from the hips, and then the last thing we do is round the spine. Breathe here as we stretch out those front hamstrings. Inhale, slowly bending the front knee, walking the hands forward and really opening up the heart space. Then exhale, lengthen that front leg and fold forward. Inhale, bend the knee, open the heart space. Exhale, lengthen and fold. One more time, big inhale. Big exhale. This time as we inhale, we bend the front knee, ground the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then step back into high plank. Big inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway, strengthening the arms. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time we inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, opening up the hips to the left. Again, feel free to create any extra movements here that feel comfortable. Then we inhale, coming back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step the foot between the hands. However you get there, even if you have to help it up with your hand, or maybe you have to heel toe or inch your toes forward, just making sure that your knee is over your ankle here. This time, without grounding that back knee, we're going to inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, opening up to the left. Again, over that front leg, sending energy in both directions with the arms. Inhale, finding length, coming back to center, lengthening that front leg. Exhale, fold forward, coming into pyramid pose. Maybe it feels better if you shorten your stance a little bit more. Breathing here, keeping your hips squared so we're not, pushing the hips over towards the left side here. Now inhale, bend that front knee. Maybe you have to widen your stance, opening up the heart space. Exhale, lengthen the front leg, pyramid. Again, maybe you have to shorten your stance. Inhale, bend the front knee, opening up the heart. Exhale, lengthen and fold. One more time. Inhale, bending the knee, opening the heart. Exhale, lengthen and fold. This time we inhale, bend the knee, and then walk the hands towards the inside, coming back into Skandasana pose. Maybe this time you bring your hands to heart center. Maybe you bring your left hand towards the left side, arm in front of the knee. Then inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. Be a nice side body stretch. You can stay here, or if taking a bind is in your practice, you may take a bind reaching for your fingertips behind the back. Slowly unbinding, we bring our hands to heart center or back onto the earth. Using our leg muscles, we inhale, lifting, and then exhale, coming up to Skandasana on the opposite side. So again, many options here. It's okay if you're in high Skandasana. It's okay if your heel doesn't touch the ground. Maybe you bring your hands to heart center. Maybe you find that length reaching the right arm towards the right side, left arm towards the sky. Maybe you take a bind here. Many variations. Slowly, if you're in a bind, binds release, grounding the hands. Let's take a big inhale. Exhale, slowly walking the hands over towards the front leg. Coming into a high lunge. We inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, opening up towards the right, over that front leg. Inhale, coming back to center, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid pose. Maybe you shorten your stance. Breathe here. And if you have blocks available at your house, or maybe just a couple big books, you can use them. So if you don't quite reach the ground, you bring the ground to you and just put those blocks on either side of the foot to help you find that deeper stretch. Let's take a big inhale, maybe lengthening the stance, sinking the hips, bending the front knee, opening up the heart. Then exhale, lengthen that front leg, maybe shorten the stance, fold forward. Inhale, bend the front knee, open up the heart. Exhale, lengthen and fold. One more time, big inhale, opening the heart. Exhale, lengthen and fold. This time we inhale, bend the front knee, ground the hands, and then exhale, stepping back into plank. Big inhale, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple deep breaths in downward facing dog. Really pushing your fingertips into the mat. Sit bones towards the sky. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, then step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hinging at the hips, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Beautiful. This time, we're going to inhale, brushing the fingertips on the earth to gauge how deep we're going to sit in this chair pose. Now, find a neutral spine so we're not overarching or over-tucking. Take a quick glance at your toes. Make sure you can see your toes. Activating all of the muscles in the body here. We take a big inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, ground the hands, stepping back into plank. Big inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend at the knee, opening up the hips to the right. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, then step the foot between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, you're going to hinge the upper body forward. Arms come at a diagonal. So there's a long line of energy with your upper body and that back leg. Really send energy through that back heel. Arrowhead pose. Now keeping the legs exactly where they are in the depth, maybe maybe even sinking the hips a little bit lower. We take a big inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming back, arrowhead, hinging forward. Not allowing yourself not to collapse on that front leg, but really holding yourself up. Inhale, find that length, reaching up. Exhale, arrowhead. This time we take a big inhale, reaching up, maybe shortening the stance to prepare. Then exhale, warrior three. Lifting that back leg off the earth. If this is too much, feel free to keep that back leg on your toes tapped on the earth, and maybe you can start to play around with bringing your leg up. Now take a big inhale, reaching the arms towards the front. And then exhale, you're going to bend both knees, bringing your hands to heart center. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, bend the knees, hands at heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Let that thigh burn. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, slowly ground that back foot. As we inhale, pivot the feet, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the heels in, sink the hips. Goddess pose. Inhale, lengthen, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, sink the hips, goddess. This time we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, opening up, warrior two to the back. And finding that front heel to back arch alignment, shoulders over the hips. Now, maybe you have to tuck your pelvic bone in so that your bum is not sticking out to protect the lower back. Send energy through the fingertips. Gaze is over the front fingertips. Inhale, flip that front palm up, reaching forward and down. Option to bring the elbow to the knee, to the inside of the foot, either on your block or book, or on the earth, creating a long line of energy with the top arm and the back leg. Wherever you are, see if you can rotate the upper body and gaze towards the sky. Inhale, coming back, warrior two. Exhale, reverse, warrior, keeping the legs where they were. Inhale, coming back, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to create a triangle with the hands and the front foot. Then on your inhale, slowly lift that back foot off the earth, standing splits. Breathing here. Activating both legs, not just the one that you're standing on. Big inhale. Exhale, you're going to bend both knees, crossing the right leg behind the left, over towards the left side. Now slowly start to sink the hips as you pivot your feet and pivot yourself towards the front, coming into a yogi squat. Exhale, walk the hands forward, coming into a high plank pose. Big inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, opening up the hips to the left. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Then step the foot between the hands. Inhale, reaching the arms out and out. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, hinging forward, arrowhead. This time we inhale to prepare, maybe shortening the stance. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, bend both knees, bringing hands at heart center. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. This time we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly ground that back foot. Inhale, pivoting the feet, opening up to the side. Exhale, heels in, sink the hips, goddess pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, goddess. This time we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, opening up, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm up, reaching forward and down, elbow to knee or to the inside of the foot or ankle. Wherever you are, rotating the chest and gaze to the sky. Inhale, coming back up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse, warrior. Inhale, back to center, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, creating a triangle with that front foot. As we inhale, lifting that back foot off the earth, standing splits. Big inhale here. Exhale, bend both knees, crossing the left leg behind the right. Bending the knees, sinking the hips as we twist open to the front, yogi squat. Big inhale here. Exhale, ground the hands, walk them forward, coming into a high plank. Big inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hinging at the hips, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. We'll do this flow one more time, just speeding it up just a little bit. So let's take a big inhale, brushing the fingertips with the earth, sitting down in this chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward, ground the hands, stepping back into plank and chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, opening up the hips to the right. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, then step the foot between the hands. Inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arrowhead. This time we inhale to prepare, maybe shortening the stance. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, reaching the front or the arms forward. Exhale, contract, bending both knees. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract, letting that thigh burn. As we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, ground that back foot. Inhale, opening up to the side, lengthening both legs. Exhale, heels in, sink the hips, goddess pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Inhale, flip the front palm up, reaching forward and down. Yogi's choice on the hand placement. Maybe this time you take a bind. Wherever you are, rotating your chest and gaze to the sky, not allowing your upper body to collapse in that front leg. Bind slowly, release as we inhale, coming back, warrior two. Exhale, reverse, warrior. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, creating a triangle with that front foot. And we inhale, lifting the back leg off the ground, standing splits. Maybe you stay here, maybe you bring one hand to the ankle. Maybe you stay here, maybe you bring two hands to the ankle. Wherever you are, let's take a big inhale, grounding the hands. Exhale, bend both knees, crossing the right leg over towards the left. As we pivot towards the front, we sink the hips, yogi squat. Big inhale, finding length. Exhale, ground the hands, walk them forward, coming into high plank. Big inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, opening up the hips to the left. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and step the foot between the hands. Inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arrowhead. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. This time we inhale to prepare. Maybe shortening the stance. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, contract, bending both legs, hands at heart center. Inhale, finding that length. Exhale, contract. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Building strength in those legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly ground that back foot. Inhale, pivoting to the side, lengthening both legs. Exhale, heels in, sink the hips, goddess pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Inhale, flip the front palm up, reaching forward and down. Again, yogi's choice on the hand placement. If you want to take a bind on this side, you may take a bind. But wherever you are, really rotating the chest and gaze towards the sky, not allowing yourself to collapse into that front leg. Bind, slowly release as we inhale, coming back up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cartwheel the hands, creating a triangle with that front leg. Inhale, lift the back leg off the earth, standing splits. Big inhale here. Big exhale. Option to bring one hand to the ankle. Option to bring two hands to the ankle. Finding your balance. We take a big inhale, grounding both hands. Exhale, bend both knees, crossing the left leg over towards the right. We sink the hips as we pivot forward, yogi squat. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more big inhale. Exhale, ground the hands, walk them forward, coming into plank. Big inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, grounding the right knee behind the right wrist for pigeon on the right. So evening out the hips here. Maybe use a book or a blanket to put under your right hip if your hips are a bit uneven or unsquared. Let's inhale, opening the chest, lengthening the spine. And exhale, walking the hands forward, coming into resting pose. Maybe you create a pillow with your hands, resting your forehead on your hands. So reconnecting with your breath and your body. And slowly walking the hands back. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee as we work our way into downward facing dog, creating any movements that feel comfortable here if you want to go through a three-legged dog. Then from downward facing dog, we inhale the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, grounding the left knee behind the left wrist for pigeon on the left. Again, maybe you bring a blanket or a book under the left hip if the hips are very uneven. Let's inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale, walking the hands forward. Breathing here. And slowly walking the hands back underneath towards the hips, tucking the back toes, lifting the back knee, pushing back into downward facing dog again, going through any movements that feel comfortable. Then from downward facing dog,